So let's do a little recap again on the combination, and then we move on to the second one. All right, so we did from base de ginga, queixada com a perna de trás, martelo com a perna da frente. Ginga, queixada com a perna de trás, martelo com a perna da frente. Okay, so that was just now. Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to ginga. Now you're going to do both sides, okay? Ginga, queixada, the small one, okay, the small version where you don't take so much space, okay? After the queixada, you're going to bring the front leg out, push into the chapa cruzada, but now the chapa cruzada today, not coming from the back leg, not coming from here, okay? Gonna come from the front leg. So you take the space out, step, and ginga, okay? So imagine that you did your kick sideways. I did my kick. The person is coming towards to me. So I can't move, I don't have space to bring my leg to the front. I'm gonna drive my weight back, and I'm gonna bring the knee out, okay? So out, extend, back to base de ginga. From the front, okay, ginga, go for the queixada. Boom, I take out, kick, bring back to base de ginga, okay? Let's add one more movement into this. Okay, as we trying to modify the classes or the movement itself to fit your need at home where you have not much space, I also trying to approach the concept of having a small roda, okay? A small where you in the game. Nowadays we have a huge roda and everyone plays so far from each other. So I think taking this time now to feel that, hey, actually I can move if I'm on the small space. It's always an option. It's always something that I can do. Okay, so let's work on that. Now, what I'm trying to emphasize is this, okay? You do your queixada example in the last combination. You do your queixada and the person esquiva under the queixada, obviously, and then they come out and move words to you, okay? It can be for a vingativa, can be for a galopante, any other movement that they don't need to do a huge transition before the movement they want to do. So what you do is you just create the space. So you already have a space, a safe distance from your opponent. You close that distance when you do your queixada, but the moment you step in base de ginga, you open the distance again, right? So you reach out and you bring back. Now your opponent closes that distance by moving words to you. Now you're moving back to opening again, the same distance, and that you stretch out with your kick, okay? It's more like, will be more like hold on. Keep the distance, stay there. You do a little push with the kick, although if you hit on the face, on the throat, on certain parts of the body, it will hurt. Of course, is a kick, it's designed for that. But for now, just think of a push, okay? A little push. So you're gonna push the person, and imagine that you need to control that movement in such a way where it's almost like you hold on the person with your hand. So look again, I push the person to the point where when I take my leg out to base de ginga, they're gonna stay there for a few seconds. I just need that, okay? So once I bring my leg back, I will go for a meio lute compasso, and that will be the movement that will strike, okay? So I'm gonna do it slow, as low as possible, so you guys see it. So I'm here, okay, doing my ginga. I'm gonna go for my queixada. Now, as I step back, you see my body's in front. I take back, I push, then I move out with a meio lute compasso. Okay? So from the front, Queixada, go out. I push back. As I step, middle de compasso right away. So try to get the kick to come out, big step, back right away. So now I don't want you to stretch your leg too far out. Because you push a little bit and you bring back, because you need to be fast to compensate the timing to get your middle de compasso out there. Do it slow, do a few rounds slow, and increase accordingly. Easy. Okay, we're gonna move into the groundwork now. I want you guys to get if you need, okay, you get a towel or something to support your leg, your head. We're gonna do a little practice on parada de cabeça, and we're gonna change legs from one side to the other side. Because after this, we're gonna work with encruzilhada and aula de cabeça. Okay? So let's just get a cushion if you can, and you guys start from here. Okay, head on the floor, change one side into the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Try just to keep a balance for the tripod. Split of second. Yeah. Just go for 10 or 5, 5, 2, 2, whatever you can without collapsing. Well, okay. Now let's add on the encruzilhada. So for this movement, what you're gonna do is you still play on a small roda, right? So your encruzilhada gonna be, of course, it's small, but you're gonna go under the movement. You're gonna do your half a rolê. You're gonna come back exactly to the point where you started, okay? Your movement. So you are spinning, you're moving on the spinning around and come back to the same point of origin. So I'm gonna show with the hands, just the hands. We do a few times, just for some of you guys to get familiar again. And then later on we add the head, okay? So you're here, okay? You're going to increase that, small one. So now you're gonna go low, keep it compact, foot on the ground. Now, hand and come up, right? So that's normally what we do, okay? After a few repetitions, you feel all right to go. You're gonna go 1. So now hand goes, hand. Then you come up. Okay, notice that my hand moves when I place my head on the ground. Okay, so one more time. Encruzilhada. The hand that is supporting me, pay attention to that, okay? I'm gonna move from here to here. So I get my tripod again. All right? So do without the head on the ground first. Few repetitions there. 5 or either 10. Later on you add the head into it. For those who are doing with the head, right? So if I have a big space, I will move out from where I am in order to place my head. Okay? So encruzilhada. Now I'm gonna do the rolê and I'm gonna move out. See that? That's normally how we train when we have the big space here. Now we compact the movement. So now my hand goes, but my leg don't goes to the back as I'm doing the half a rolê. Okay, pay attention to this. Okay, my hand goes, my leg is on the side. It's not here. If I place here, then I can put my head on the ground. Okay, so my leg is slightly here. Then I can change. So in order for me to land on the same spot where I'm starting, I'm using the space outside. I leave my ball outside, then I come back to here. If I have the space to carry on, I will don't go there. I will go from here, move out to do my my aula de cabeça. Okay? So again, small hand, There we go. Okay, so leave the leg outside, hand stay on the same spot, same position as before. Those are close to the wall, you can use that as a check, was a reference, okay? So what I'm doing here is, when I did the first exercise, I have one hand, one foot bend, one leg bend, one stretch, right? So you imagine that you are facing your back to the wall, and that foot that is bent is touching the wall. Okay, imagine of that. You are reaching to the wall with the leg that is bent, and the other leg is on the ground. Okay, so that was the exercise from here. Okay, you see, this leg that is on top, I'm gonna bring backwards. It's like I'm gonna reach to the wall. As I reach the wall, the other ones come in. So, let's me do on the side. Hopefully you guys can get to see. I'm gonna go backwards. Back. Back. I'm not trying to reach the ground. I'm trying to reach the wall. So I'm aiming to reach the highest point. Laying on the floor is just a consequence of it. That will be the gravity. Okay? So it's good to have the wall on the back in case you guys overcommit. Okay? But that swing the leg from the back will bring you up to the straight point, and then you come down. You can go to anywhere. Example, if you get that right and you're doing the combination, you should be able to stop the movement at any point. Okay? 1, 2, I should be able to stop here. And then go down, stop, go down to the other side. So that is the point where my foot hits the wall and it's parallel with my hip parallel with my shoulders with hip. So I have a straight line. I'm not arching, I'm not falling forward, I'm not falling back, I'm not falling to the side. Okay? So try to get that sense of balance where you feel light for a split of a second. Okay, so I want you guys to, from the paralela, what we're gonna do is you're gonna fold into what we call bocce. Okay, so bocce is when the snake make a round themselves and then they can jump out, right? So we're not gonna do the martelo de chão with it, but I want you guys to just create a little bit of sense of awareness of where you should be spinning on and where you should place in your weight, okay, when you do this. Next week, we add the full movement. So what I'm gonna do here is, from base de ginga, okay, I'm gonna go in the parallel, and I'm gonna drop, okay, I'm gonna cross the leg in front. So I'm gonna cross with the hand, the leg goes down, here, okay? So in this point here, normally we're gonna kick outwards. Can you guys see my foot? Yes? Okay. So now, instead of that, my hand is in front of me. I'm gonna put on the back. I'm gonna turn in. Now, in this position here, I'm just going for Aula. Okay? Simple as that. So I'm gonna go as de ginga, gonna reach, bend. So hand is here supporting my weight in this hand. My foot that is folding is not on the ground, it's on top of my other leg. Okay, hand goes on the back. I spin. Now I'm gonna come out this way. This hand goes out. Okay? I did it slow as much as possible as I can, so you guys can see the whole motion, but you should go slightly faster so you guys compensate a bit. Okay? So if I'm going this side, my left is on the ground, not on the toes. Okay? So it's on the ground. See that? It's on the ground. So now as I'm spinning, then I change. Now it's the other leg on the ground. So I'm resting my right leg my right foot on top of my left. When I turn, I press my left foot on top of my ankle, my right ankle. I'm not putting on the floor. It's just one leg support, so I can spin. You see that? Then I can take the leg out. So both movements are one leg support at a time. Okay, let me give you guys another variation of it, and you're gonna realize how important the feet to be together to each other. Okay, so we are playing a small close game. Okay, maybe jogo de dentro, jogo de fora, or Benguela. And all these small details is really crucial for you guys to be able to move from one movement to the other and so on. Okay, so when I'm here, okay, first stage, hand on the ground, foot, and then hand on the ground. That's the first stage. Once you skip that, you're confident to go down right away, like from here, you go in straight away to here, it's good. But now, my right leg is resting on top of my left foot. Literally, it's not on the ground, it's resting on top. Hand is here. Now, as I'm changing, my right foot go flat on the ground, and I don't lose the connection. Let's say my legs now are tied to each other. They are close, okay? I keep it. I'm not sure if you guys managed to see it, but it's not resting on the ground. It's pushing outwards, it's pinching the supporting leg, the right leg. So as I go up, I'm on top. You see that? The foot is on top. It's not on the ground. It's on top here. So now I'm really small. Okay? So one variation. Let's say we are playing and I go into the martel, the shell. I can't keep yet. I'm going to spin. I'm going to exit from the other side. As I'm doing this, the person comes in with a cabeçada. I can just turn out this way. I can just push that leg, put my head on the floor, swing that leg in front of me, blocking the cabeçada or the kick or whatever the person comes in, right? So I'm going here, pinch, turn, head on the ground, foot goes around. So shift your hands if you need to, but right now you spin like a compass. Okay, one leg is up, one leg is down, and then you will spin past the leg in front of you. Okay, try 2 movements each. Muito obrigado, guys. Have a good rest.